But let's talk about actual standards. And what I'm about to say won't be controversial to most parents, but is really controversial in education policy. If you can't read by the end of third grade in Ohio, on my watch, you won't be going to fourth grade.
Great.
The third grade reading guarantee.
Yeah.
And why is that important? That's the age at which in your educational development, you need to go from learning to read to reading to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And if that transition never happens, you're 4 times less likely to be able to graduate from high school.
Yeah.
Therefore, more likely to end up in jail, more likely to end up in poverty. And yet, you look at what percentage of people in Ohio public schools in the big 8 school districts are actually meeting that standard. It's less than half. It's under 45%.
Shocking.
It's shocking. And yet, it's controversial to say that we're going to apply that actual standard. Think about at least algebra competency by the end of 8th grade. Now, unlike the third grade reading guarantee, maybe not 100% of people will be algebra competent by 8th grade, but that should at least be the default standard.
Yeah.
And a big part of the problem, Miranda, it's a little controversial to talk about, but it turns out that many of the math teachers teaching math
Yes.
are not actually competent
Proficient. Yes.
in the subjects they're actually teaching.
Yeah. So
to
how do
our
you fix
students.
that?
We got to apply standards to our teachers.
Right. And better education. in
Better
our
education
universities.
at a
Right.
young age. I mean, and you think about math teachers, in some ways, on one hand, our licensing requirements to be a teacher are over-expansive. They keep out good people. On the other hand, they're under-inclusive because for all the licensing standards we have, they don't even license them for competency in math to be a math teacher. So it's
Would you
common
do
sense
that?
reforms. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely we would. And especially in math, I want those teachers to be paid more.
Right.
Because if you're competent in math, turns out there's a whole economy for people who are competent in math to get jobs outside of education.
Yeah.
We need to understand that those teachers may need to be paid differentially.
Yeah.
75% of 8th graders right now across the country are not proficient in math. The average student in China is a full 4 years ahead of the average student here in the US, which if we do the math on that, okay, a 7th grader here is performing at the same standard as a 3rd grade student in China, which is totally unacceptable.
Yeah.